Hi, this is Rebecca from Maybeitsmercury.com, teaching people how to detox heavy metals without getting hurt. And every now and then I like to go over our do not do list because it's so important. And I see the supplements that people are ordering all the time. And I just think it's important to post this do not do list from time to time. So here it is. I'm going to read it. What not to do. Our support groups are full of people who made them various mistakes trying to detox themselves from heavy metals. And making mistakes in this game can have horrible repercussions. Andy warned, don't make yourself horribly, irreversibly worse. Perhaps you have already made yourself worse, hopefully not irreversibly. So by doing some of these things I'm talking about. So here are the dire warnings of what not to do. We talk about them on page 52 to 61 in the Mercury Detoxification Manual, which I certainly advise everybody to go and buy. One, do not attempt to chelate or detox in any way with amalgam fillings in your mouth. These fillings are a huge reservoir of mercury, and chelating will move it around and make you very, very sick. The only thing you can do if you have amalgam fillings is get on some good supplements and use a sauna. Two, do not take chelators in any other way than what we described in the Andy Cutler protocol. Yes, you do have to wake up at night to take lipoic acid and DMSA. Don't take chelators as an IV. The only safe way to chelate is what we describe. All other methods risk redistributing metals into some place that is more sensitive than where they started out. Three, don't try and detox with cilantro. It chelates, and it apparently chelates well. Nobody knows its half-life. Nobody knows its active ingredient. We don't know how to use it safely. Some of the worst stories we hear are from people who did cilantro juice or cilantro smoothies. Four, don't mess around with chelators other than DMSA, DMPS, or lipoic acid. For instance, EDTA, which has some useful applications, but not for chelating mercury. Five, don't use random detox supplements, for instance, chlorella. These will usually just move mercury around your body and not get it out. They will make you worse. Six, don't use lipoic acid for anything other than chelating on a proper schedule that we describe, the Andy Cutler protocol. Your doctor may prescribe lipoic acid for diabetic neuropathy. Don't take it unless you are chelating with it following the Andy Cutler protocol. Seven, don't try chelating via IVs. For case reports of what these can do, visit www.dmpsbackfire.com. The only IV you should consider is plain vitamin C, and even then, double check personally what the doctor is giving you. We have heard too many stories of people getting some glutathione, for instance, thrown in for, quote, no extra charge. Eight, on that note, never do glutathione IVs. Andy says that it is common for people to become mentally ill after one of these, and it is also common for people to have several good experiences before the bad one hits. Nine, no urine challenge tests. Andy called them, quote, faddish and popular and providing no useful information. The bolus dose of chelator they require is dangerous for reasons I have already described. 10, no liver flushes, as they are too hard on your poor toxic liver. 11, no homeopathic detox remedies. We are not against homeopathy, but the specific remedies for moving heavy metals have consistently made people worse. In the detox manual, in the Mercury Detoxification manual, there is a further list, which is substances to avoid. Some of them I have already mentioned. They are alpha lipoic acid, cilantro, colloidal silver, copper, dandelion, EDTA, IMD, iron, manganese, mercurochrome, merthiolate, methionine, MMS, penicillamine, R-alpha lipoic acid, thioctic acid, TTFD, and be judicious in how you use vitamin D. I'm not going to go into this detail about this because you can read about it in the detox manual, pages 56 to 57. We also warn about avoiding medical mercury. We warn about avoiding other medical metals like bismuth and pepto-bismol and colloidal silver. Metals are synergistic in how they affect you, and taking these will make your mercury symptoms worse. We give a list of diuretics to avoid. These will deplete your already low potassium and magnesium. We tell you to avoid certain MRI contrast agents, which have been known to harm toxic people. And finally, we give a list of fluoroquinolone antibiotics, which sometimes destroy people's health via floxing, and which we suspect mercury toxic people are particularly at risk for having happened to them. So that's all information that's in the Mercury Detox Manual. So please take this do not do list to heart. We have thousands of people in our support group, and we see a lot of people arriving really sick and really injured, and it's no joke. Thank you very much, and please take this information to heart.